Welcome back, grade 4. Today we're going to be focusing on reviewing the ecosystems that we learned on last class. Here's an example of the ecosystem circle. So here we have the organism, one butterfly, the population, all of the butterflies, the community, everything that is living, and ecosystem, everything that is living and non-living. A habitat is where organisms live. For example, camels live in the desert, jaguars live in the rainforest, orca whales live in the ocean, and frogs live in a pond. An ecosystem is all of the living and non-living things in a habitat and how they interact with each other. For example, you can find sand and camels in the desert, among other things. You can find jaguars and rocks in a rainforest. You can find orca whales and water in the ocean. And you can find water and frogs in a pond. An environment is all of the living and non-living things in a habitat, but not how they interact with each other. Different parts of an ecosystem include the individual, the population, the community. Again, the ecosystem is all of the living and non-living things together and how they interact with each other. If you would like to go back and review the video before this one, you can look at all of the different parts of an ecosystem. The ecosystems come in all sizes and all kinds. It can either be gigantic or very small. These sizes can be broken down into three basic categories. The three categories are micro, meso, and biome. Micro. These are the smallest kinds of ecosystems. An example of a micro ecosystem would be a tree trunk under a rotten log. Meso is the middle size for an ecosystem, such as a forest or a pond. A biome is the largest type of ecosystem. This would be something like a whole rainforest. Different categories of ecosystems. Ecosystems don't have solid boundaries like states or townships. They are not marked by any rigid lines. Ecosystems can be broken down into two different categories: aquatic and terrestrial. If an ecosystem occurs in any type of water, whether it be a puddle or the ocean, then it is an aquatic ecosystem. Any ecosystem that exists on land are called terrestrial ecosystems. These include deserts, mountains, forests, and the tundra. That's the end of this science lesson. You can go back and use this information to answer your Google Forms a little bit later, and we will be back with you again real soon.